Welcome, dear friends, to our captivating and thrilling channel. Join us as we dive into a tale that will send shivers down your spine and keep you at the edge of your seat. Imagine a woman of immense courage and strength, whose age never crossed the threshold of 40. She defied societal norms and competed head-to-head with men. She chased a dream that would see her become the first woman to pilot an aircraft solo in the annals of aviation history. She dared challenge the world by soaring through its skies in her own plane. But her tale took an unexpected twist. A twist that would shake the world. She sacrificed her life to become the first woman to circumnavigate the globe by air. In a shocking turn, she and her aircraft, along with her loyal crew, vanished from sight. Despite massive search and rescue efforts, all attempts were in vain. The void left behind birthed a plethora of theories and interpretations. The result is both haunting and chilling, leaving us with more questions than answers. Stay with us as we embark on a journey to uncover the truth. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our latest content. You can further support the channel on Patreon through the link in the description box, enabling us to continue bringing you exciting and fresh content. Your support makes a significant difference for us. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up as we embark on a gripping journey today, delving deep into a thrilling past to unravel one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. Picture this, a courageous woman who captured the world's imagination by defying norms and taking flight in her plane, aiming to encircle the globe. Her name? Amelia Earhart. Her legacy? Nothing short of legendary. Amelia Earhart soared to unprecedented heights, becoming a household name in the aviation world, captivating hearts with her daring feats. But it was her disappearance that sent shockwaves around the globe, a mystifying vanishing act that took place during her final flight in 1937. How did Amelia Earhart's journey into the world of aviation begin? What led to her enigmatic disappearance, as her plane vanished without a trace? These questions form the core of our expedition today, a voyage that will lead us through the twists and turns of a remarkable life and the perplexing riddle that surrounds her. Stay tuned, dear viewers, as we uncover the secrets, the courage, and the enigma behind Amelia Earhart's disappearance. Join us as we travel back in time, into the skies, and into the heart of this electrifying tale. Your curiosity will be rewarded, your sense of wonder ignited, and your thirst for answers satiated. This is a journey you won't want to miss, so fasten your seatbelts and hold on tight, for the truth is out there, waiting to be unveiled. Amelia Earhart, a symbol of courage. Born into the world in 1897 in the city of Atchison, Kansas, Amelia Earhart's journey was marked by bravery and defiance. Her family moved to various states, from Iowa to Minnesota, and finally settled in Illinois. Graduating from Hyde Park High School in 1916, Amelia stood apart from her peers. Even at a young age, she exuded a spirit of exploration and adventure. Unlike many girls of her generation, Amelia wasn't content with societal norms. She collected newspaper clippings about successful women in fields traditionally dominated by men, fueling her desire for discovery. During World War I, she left college to work as a nurse's aide in a military hospital, where she encountered aviators and became entranced by the world of aviation. It was in 1920 that Amelia Earhart witnessed her first airplane flight at an airshow in Long Beach, California. From that moment on, an insatiable hunger to become a pilot consumed her. Yet, the path she embarked upon was far from easy. She faced challenges and resistance, with aviation being largely seen as a male-dominated pursuit. Nevertheless, Amelia refused to succumb to the constraints of traditional gender roles. She decided to pursue her dream, regardless of the obstacles. With unwavering determination, she refused to let societal norms define her, forging her own path. Her story is not just one of flying machines. It's a tale of breaking barriers, rewriting history, and inspiring generations to come. Stay tuned for the next chapter in Amelia Earhart's extraordinary journey, a tale of daring feats, soaring ambitions, and a legacy that continues to touch the skies and hearts alike. Chasing the dream. Intriguingly, Amelia Earhart's journey into aviation began with her first flying lesson on January 3, 1921, under her first instructor, Nit Sen. Within 6 months, she managed to gather enough funds to purchase her very first aircraft on her 25th birthday in 1922. The used plane was a vibrant yellow and she affectionately named it the Canary. With this aircraft, Amelia achieved a remarkable feat, becoming the first woman to reach an altitude of 14,000 feet. However, facing financial difficulties, she eventually sold the plane. Nonetheless, her passion for aviation never waned, as she continued participating in flying exhibitions. On May 15, 1923, Amelia became the 16th woman worldwide to earn a pilot's license from the International Federation of Aeronautics. In April of 1928, a phone call changed Amelia's life forever. It was from the renowned American journalist and producer, George Putnam, who would later become her husband. During this call, he posed a pivotal question: did she want to become the first woman to fly around the world? Her response was instantaneous and resolute: yes. While she would be a passenger on this journey, it was far from a mere exploration. It was a mission with a grander purpose. Amelia aimed to inspire women across the globe, to prove that they were capable of achieving their dreams regardless of societal constraints. This historic journey made global headlines, turning Amelia into a media sensation and a symbol of women's potential. From that point on, aviation became the focal point of her life. On May 20, 1932, Amelia Earhart shattered another barrier, becoming the first woman to solo cross the Atlantic Ocean. She flew from Newfoundland to Ireland, a journey that took 15.5 hours, marking a significant milestone in her career. She continued to break records, eventually becoming the first person to fly solo over the Pacific Ocean. The Great Challenge. Yet, the greatest challenge Amelia faced came in 1937, when she decided to circumnavigate the globe in her aircraft named the Electra. Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan embarked on their epic journey around the world. The expedition began on June 1, 1937, as her newly modified plane with added fuel tanks struggled to take off, initially burdened by the extra weight. Their goal was to reach the small island of Howland in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The U.S. Coast Guard cutter Itasca was stationed there to maintain wireless communication with them. Off the island's coast, 2 American ships were positioned along the flight path as markers. However, Earhart and her accompanying crew could not establish contact due to radio signal issues. Communication was intermittent, and records indicated that Earhart was close to the island, yet unable to see it. As fuel supplies dwindled, and as she began to encounter problems, her aircraft suddenly vanished over the Pacific Ocean. No trace of her or her plane was found, turning this event into one of the most enigmatic mysteries of all time, leaving questions unanswered even to this day. The search operations. After the disappearance of Amelia Earhart and her plane in the Pacific Ocean, the search and rescue efforts to find her and her team began. This operation is considered one of the largest search operations in the history of aviation, involving governments, armies, and private institutions from all around the world. The stakes are high, and the mystery surrounding their fate is captivating the attention of the entire globe. Will they be found? The world waits anxiously for answers. The aerial search. After losing contact with her plane, the extensive aerial search for Amelia Earhart and her aircraft began. Aircraft and seaplanes were deployed to scour the areas for any sign of their presence. They flew over the presumed routes and remote islands in the vast Pacific Ocean. Yet, despite all efforts, the search seemed futile. The mystery surrounding their disappearance deepens, leaving everyone wondering what could have happened to the brave aviator and her aircraft. The suspense intensifies as the search continues. Will they ever be found? The world holds its breath in anticipation. The Maritime Search. Maritime teams were formed to search for any traces indicating the plane's crash in the Pacific Ocean. Ships and boats were deployed to explore the suspected areas and verify any reports of sightings of the aircraft or its crew. Yet, despite all efforts, the search yielded no results. The vastness of the ocean and the uncertainty surrounding Amelia Earhart's disappearance make the search even more challenging and enigmatic. The maritime search continues, driven by the hope of finding the courageous aviator and her aircraft. Will they ever be found? The ocean keeps its secrets, leaving us all captivated by the mystery. Radio communication. Radio devices were used in an attempt to communicate with Amelia and her team. Distress calls and emergency messages were broadcasted through available radios in an effort to receive a response from them. However, unfortunately, none of these calls were answered. The lack of communication added to the mystery and uncertainty surrounding the disappearance of Amelia Earhart and her aircraft. The world waited anxiously for any sign of her whereabouts, but the radio silence only deepened the enigma. International cooperation. Information and assistance were exchanged among the countries participating in the search for Amelia Earhart. The United States, Britain, Japan, Mexico, China, Australia, Canada, and many other nations joined in these international efforts. Despite the collaborative endeavors, no conclusive results were achieved. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart and her aircraft remained an unsolved mystery, leaving the world puzzled and intrigued. The quest for the truth continues, inspiring further international efforts to unravel the enigma surrounding the courageous aviator's fate. The shocking conclusion. A staggering 120 reports from all corners of the globe claim to have picked up wireless signals and distress calls from Earhart. A jaw-dropping 57 of these reports verified their credibility, painting a perplexing picture of what might have transpired. One account claimed that Earhart and her companion had crashed on a small, uninhabited island on July 19. After spending a whopping $4 million on the endeavor and covering a staggering 250,000 square miles of ocean in search efforts. The United States government eventually made a heart-wrenching decision. In light of mounting evidence, they officially declared Amelia Earhart's operation to be over, and with it, the conclusion of her story. Her fate was tragically sealed, and the once vibrant skies that she had conquered now held the lingering whispers of her daring pursuits. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century, a puzzle that defies easy answers. The combination of her fearless spirit, groundbreaking achievements, and the enigmatic circumstances of her vanishing have turned her into an icon, an enigma, and an enduring testament to the pursuit of dreams beyond all bounds. The question of what truly happened to Amelia continues to captivate imaginations and fuel speculation, an eternal reminder that some mysteries are destined to linger in the winds of time. The missing remains. In 1940, workers discovered human remains and evidence of survivors from a crash on the island of Nicumaroa in the Gilbert Islands. However, the remains were not conclusively proven to belong to Amelia Earhart and her team, and their fate remained unknown. The discovery of these remains sparked renewed interest in the mystery surrounding Amelia Earhart's disappearance. The island of Nicumbero became a focal point for search efforts and investigations, but despite extensive exploration and analysis, the true identity of the individuals behind those remains remained elusive. The enigma of Amelia Earhart's final moments continues to captivate the world, leaving us with haunting questions and tantalizing clues. Was Nicumbero the final resting place of Amelia and her crew, or did they meet a different fate altogether? The search for answers presses on, with the hope that one day the missing pieces of this puzzling aviation legend will be found. Speculations and theories. Over the years, a plethora of speculations and theories have emerged regarding the fate of Amelia Earhart and her aircraft. Some suggest that she might have crashed into the Pacific Ocean, her plane's remains lying hidden beneath the waves. Others propose a daring notion, that she managed to touch down on a remote island, living out the rest of her days in seclusion. There are theories that speak of her abduction by unknown entities, spiriting her away into a clandestine realm. A more haunting conjecture contends that her plane ventured into another dimension, vanishing from existence. Witnesses have even claimed to witness her plane landing on the Marshall Islands, though Japan vehemently denies such allegations. One particularly intriguing theory circles around the perplexity caused by a half-hour time discrepancy between the schedule set by the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Itasca and Amelia herself for radio communication. Amelia adhered to Greenwich Mean Time while the cutter followed maritime time, leading to potential miscommunications and confusion. As time marches on, the myriad of possibilities surrounding Amelia Earhart's disappearance only deepens the mystery. Each theory paints a distinct portrait of her final moments, leaving us to ponder the ultimate enigma that continues to captivate and challenge the limits of human understanding. The shocking revelation. In the labyrinth of history, an intriguing puzzle takes shape. A financial tidal wave surged forth, unleashed by the United States of America, propelling a journey that defied convention. The expanse of funding, vast and unprecedented, wasn't merely for a commonplace expedition. No, it carried the weight of secrets, an enigmatic motive concealed beneath its surface. Whispers resonate that this wasn't a mere quest for smashing records. Rather, it bore the clandestine stamp of an audacious American espionage operation, orchestrated on the brink of World War II. At its heart stood a woman both daring and enigmatic, Amelia. Not content with the ordinary, she emerged as a covert agent for the United States. As her aircraft danced with dwindling fuel, a fateful decision loomed. The shores of the Marshall Islands beckoned, governed by the very forces she was embroiled with, Japan. The wheels of destiny turned, and there, she set her wheels down, ensnared in the intricate web of espionage. Captured, she and her navigator, Fred, were seized by the hands of an adversary, an enemy suspicious of their role as spies. It was a pivot that thrust her into the throes of a global conflict, a tumultuous time of war. Branded as the earliest prisoners of World War II, a grim fate awaited execution in the shadows of uncertainty. Witnesses emerged from the tapestry of history, voices echoing through the ages. They attested to glimpses of American captives confined within the austere walls of Japanese detention. The saga was immortalized on postage stamps, the Marshall Islands imprinting their narrative on ephemeral paper, casting the incident in ink and memory. Yet, within the corridors of power, both the United States of America and Japan would emphatically deny this alternate narrative, an echo of events diverging from the mainstream chronicles. The strangest hypothesis. Imagine a scenario that defies all norms, a theory that claims Amelia Earhart, after World War II, resurfaced in the United States with a new identity and a new name. After escaping the ravages of war, she returned to the States as a housewife from New Jersey, now known as Irene Bolan. It was in the year 1965 that fate intervened, as Joe Kloss unexpectedly crossed paths with Irene. Intriguingly, Kloss was utterly convinced that Irene was none other than Amelia herself. However, this conviction remains a mere assumption, a tantalizing what-if. And then, in 1970, Joe Kloss shook the world by publishing a book titled Amelia Earhart Lives. This literary bombshell ignited a wildfire of controversy. In its pages, Kloss boldly declared that Amelia didn't truly vanish in 1937. Instead, she vanished from the public eye, embracing a new life under the guise of Irene Boleyn. This theory bore the brunt of criticism and doubt, facing official denial from numerous quarters, including Earhart's own family members and aviation experts. So, my friends, where does the truth lie? In the midst of conjecture and skepticism, we find ourselves in a labyrinth without a clear exit, left wondering where reality merges with the extraordinary. The captivating conclusion. Amelia Earhart stands as one of the most influential figures in the realms of aviation and women's history. Through her courage and determination, she ignited inspiration among women worldwide, urging them to chase their dreams and shatter societal barriers. Her remarkable story continues to motivate future generations to conquer the impossible and overcome adversity. Despite exhaustive efforts to uncover Amelia Earhart's fate and the whereabouts of her aircraft, her destiny remains a haunting enigma to this day. Her tale ranks among the greatest historical mysteries in aviation, captivating global attention and spurring intense debates. Her mysterious journey has sparked the passion of countless researchers and enthusiasts who seek to shed light on her unknown fate. The vanishing of Amelia Earhart persists as one of aviation's greatest unsolved puzzles. Even after all that has transpired, the world still recalls the enchantment of her persona and the courage she exhibited until the end. In her final message to her husband, she said, "Women, like men, should try to do the impossible. And when they fail, their failure should be a challenge to others." Was Amelia and her team's disappearance a tragic accident, or does a hidden secret lurk behind it? Did she manage a safe landing on a remote island, living an anonymous life? Was she a victim of abduction or espionage? Was she executed as a spy? No one truly knows. My friends, what are your thoughts? What could be the reason behind Amelia Earhart's disappearance along with her aircraft? Don't forget to share your opinions. I await your comments on this subject. Stay well, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Support us on Patreon as well. Your support makes all the difference, enabling us to continue providing engaging and novel content. Stay tuned, as something exciting is coming very soon.